Have you ever felt like you're succeeding in one area of life, but failing in the others? Maybe your career is thriving, but your health is declining, or you're always there for others, but rarely show up for yourself. What if just 3 daily alarms could change everything? From world-class CEOs to elite performers, Eric Partaker's method is helping thousands align their life, not by doing more, but by living on purpose. In this video, we'll break down the 6 most powerful lessons from the 3 alarms and how you can apply them to master your health, work, and relationships, starting today. Point 1. Identity first. Action second. Explanation. Lasting change begins not with what you do, but with who you believe you are. Instead of setting shallow goals, Eric teaches you to anchor your actions in identity. If you see yourself as a world-class athlete, you behave differently than someone trying to get fit. Identity shapes decisions, and decisions shape destiny. Once identity shifts, consistency becomes easier. This approach isn't just psychological, it's biological. Your brain works to stay consistent with who you believe you are. That's why identity is the deepest root of transformation. Example, when Eric's life started falling apart, burnout, poor health, lack of connection, he didn't start with fixing his habits. He declared new identities: world-class athlete, world-class CEO, world-class husband. These identities became filters for every choice he made. He started exercising like an athlete, focusing like a CEO, and being fully present at home. His environment didn't change. He did. And that changed everything else. How to apply. Write down 3 core identities tied to your health, work, and relationships. Examples. I am a world-class athlete. I am a world-class CEO. I am a world-class partner. Say them aloud daily. Program your mind to see them as truth. Even if it feels strange at first, keep going. Identity follows repetition. Tips. Avoid weak or generic identities like productive or healthy. Go bold. Use elite, world-class, or exceptional. Speak in the present tense. Display them in your environment. Phone screen, mirror, journal. If you slip during the day, ask yourself, what would the world-class version of me do right now? Summary. Behavior follows belief. Stop forcing change from the outside. Begin with identity. When you redefine who you are, everything else realigns naturally. Point 2. Set 3. Alarms to realign your life. Explanation. The core strategy of the book is as simple as it is powerful. Set 3 alarms on your phone, each labeled with one of your chosen identities. These alarms serve as real-time reminders to shift from distraction back into purpose. Instead of drifting through the day, you reset 3 times on who you are and how you want to show up. This is about creating conscious moments inside unconscious routines. Every alarm becomes an opportunity to course correct. Example, Eric sets 3 alarms daily. 6:30 a.m., world-class athlete, begin training. 9 a.m., world-class CEO, enter deep work. 6:30 p.m., world-class husband, shut down, be present. These alarms aren't nagging reminders, they're empowering triggers. They create micro-transitions that align him with his values. How to apply? Open your phone. Choose 3 key times in your day that match the start of your identity zones: morning, work, and evening. Set an alarm with a bold label like world-class CEO or elite leader. When it rings, don't just dismiss it. Pause. Breathe. Ask, what would this version of me do now? Then act accordingly. Tips. Consistency is key. Use the same alarms daily to create mental pathways. If you're in meetings, use silent vibrations. If you miss one, don't beat yourself up. The point isn't perfection, it's presence. You can also use visuals like wallpaper quotes or smartwatch nudges to reinforce the same cues. Summary: 3 alarms, 3 identities, 3 moments every day to return to your best self. This tiny tool creates massive long-term alignment. Point 3. Design your day before it designs you. Explanation. Most people start their day reacting to messages, emails, and noise. But world-class performers design their day in advance. They don't let others dictate their time. Eric teaches that your calendar should reflect your deepest values. If it doesn't, you're not in control. Someone else is. Designing your day means building it around focus, intention, and alignment with your top priorities. Example: before adopting this strategy, Eric let his day unfold by default. Meetings filled his calendar, his mornings were rushed, and his evenings blurred into exhaustion. Once he started planning deliberately, blocking time for training, deep work, and presence, everything changed. He regained control of his energy and output. He was no longer busy. He was effective. Tips: use color-coded calendars to separate health, work, and personal time. Make your calendar reflect your identity, not your inbox. Start your day with your most important work, not social media or messages. Review your day every evening. What worked? What didn't? Then improve. Summary: if you don't run your day will run you. High performers build their days around their future selves, not their past habits. Point 4. Practice reflection to accelerate growth explanation. Without reflection, you repeat. With reflection, you evolve. Eric emphasizes that consistent reflection allows you to identify blind spots, course-correct faster, and grow more deliberately. It transforms experience into wisdom. Reflection is the bridge between action and insight, and most people skip it. Example: Eric started journaling each evening for just 5 minutes. He asked, "Did I show up today as a world-class athlete, CEO, and husband?" That simple habit created a powerful feedback loop. He saw where he slipped, where he succeeded, and where he needed to shift. Over time, this daily check-in refined his awareness and boosted his consistency. How to apply. At the end of each day, write 3 things: what went well, what didn't, and what you'll do differently tomorrow. Keep it simple. Anchor it to your 3 identities. You can do this in a journal, voice note, or app, but make it part of your shutdown ritual. Tips: use reflection as a tool for honesty, not judgment. You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be more aware. Ask better questions like, where did I fall out of alignment? Or what drained me today? Over time, you'll spot patterns and improve faster than most people ever will. Summary: growth doesn't come from doing more. It comes from learning faster. And the fastest learners are the most reflective. Point 5. Disconnect to reconnect explanation. Success means nothing if it costs you your relationships. Eric believes that high performance must include presence. Many driven people show up for work, but not for life. They're mentally elsewhere, even when physically present. The final identity, world-class husband or partner, isn't about perfection. It's about intentional presence. Example: when Eric's final alarm rings at 6:30 p.m., he shuts off work, laptop closed, phone down. He shifts into being fully present with his wife and son. It wasn't easy at first, but over time, this ritual rebuilt connection and energy. It reminded him what he was really working for. How to apply. Choose a shutdown time each evening. Let your final alarm be a hard boundary. Step away from screens. Ask your loved ones about their day. Listen without distraction. Even 30 minutes of full presence is more powerful than hours of partial attention. Tips. Create a transition ritual between work and home. A walk, a shower, a change of clothes, anything to help you shift identities. Use that time to mentally close the day and step into your personal life with intention. If you live alone, reconnect with yourself. Journal, reflect, replenish. Summary. Don't chase success at the expense of what matters most. Real performance includes presence. Your relationships deserve your full attention. Point 6. Be consistent, not perfect explanation. Perfection is a myth. Consistency is power. Eric warns against the trap of all or nothing thinking. Missing one workout doesn't mean you failed. Skipping reflection one night doesn't undo the habit. The goal is not to be flawless. It's to return to your identity again and again. Progress lives in repetition, not intensity. Example. Eric had days where he missed alarms or slipped back into old habits. But instead of spiraling, he refocused. His identities were strong enough to pull him back. That's the power of consistency. It builds identity over time. Even a 70% week is better than zero. How to apply. Expect setbacks. Plan for them. But don't let one off day become an off week. Use your alarms and reflections to course correct. Track your wins more than your failures. Consistency compounds. Showing up imperfectly still counts. Tips. Set a goal to never miss twice. If you skip one day, make the next day non-negotiable. Celebrate small wins. Identity change is subtle, and progress is often invisible until it's not. Focus on the process. Let the outcomes take care of themselves. Summary. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present and consistent. That's what builds a new you one day at a time. The 3-alarm system isn't complicated, but it is powerful. When you align your actions with your identities and anchor your day with purpose, you stop reacting and start leading your life. Health, work, relationships, all aligned through 3 alarms. It's simple, it's repeatable, and it works. Conclusion. In the end, you don't need a massive overhaul to change your life. You just need a bit of clarity, a touch of intention, and 3 simple moments each day to reconnect with who you truly are. 3 alarms, 3 identities, 3 chances daily to step into your best self. Success isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more. And with this simple system, you're no longer reacting to life. You're leading it. If this breakdown helped you grow, subscribe now to The Concise Book, where powerful books meet practical wisdom and where every video helps you level up. Don't forget to like, share, and hit that bell so you never miss the next step on your journey. Your best self is just one decision away. Start today.